Hi guys. Okay, so for this read, we're going to be discussing pretty much, how blind of a person are you when it comes to love? Okay? Because I'm just now realizing that, and I'm still on the whole natal chart thing. I probably will always be about that. I'm always probably going to bring it back to that, just to be clear. But with Venus energy, love, okay, some of us have more karma with it than others, okay? So I want to help you out there. Help me, help you, help me, help you. And also, you know what? I'm trying to figure out this whole communication thing since it's one of my huge ass karmas in this life. I'm trying to push through. But I'm kind of sort of a bitch. I'm the nice bitch. I'm like the person, I'm like the motherly type that I love you so much and I just want you to open up your fucking eyes so you can see more clearly because I care about you. I want to lead you in the right direction because I care. But you need to help me, help you, help me, help you. And you need to open up the other fucking eye while you do it. So I'm kind of that way. And I'd rather just own it. I feel like I'm stumbling on my words more so because I'm trying to be super nice. And it's not that I'm not nice. I'm very nice. I'm super nice. It's just harder for me to it's easier for me to be this kind of bitch. And I'm calling myself that, but it's like I'm kind of sort of that, not like fully that. And I think people who will resonate with me or understand will pick up on my energy, what I mean by that. Hopefully, it's really just a social experiment at the end of the day. We'll see where this goes. So, love is blind, okay? So, some more so for others. Wait. Some of us are more blind than others, okay? And this is because of that energy, Neptune, okay? Neptune can be the la-la land, the land of imagination, okay? This is what makes some of us more so than others get into that, no, he's the one. And they're like, so what did you guys do today? And it's like, well, I didn't hear from him today, but for sure tomorrow. And then it's 3 days later and they're like, so what's going on? And you're like, I don't know, but I don't know, but it's going to work out. And it's like, Julie, no, it won't. It just won't. And you just need to accept that. So sometimes we can't see that. We have these hurdles. We have literal blockages within us because it's like we're refusing to see what's there. And it's like, it's not intentional. It's kind of like that subconscious mind where it's like a part of you really doesn't want to know the truth because a part of you already knows the truth. So, and I think on some level we all know this, but if you were to see that proof in front of your fucking eyes, if you were to be like, oh my God, I have Venus squaring Neptune, and then into how many degrees, because so Venus is all about love and squaring is that energy of two planets, two opposite energies not feeling each other. We could just word it like that. Two planets not feeling each other, yet feeling each other at the same time. So what I mean by that is when you have Venus, the planet of love, and then you have Neptune, anything is possible, So when you put those two together, okay, and this is considered to be a square, hypothetically, okay? Let's just get me, okay? Hypothetically, these two are together. They don't belong together because you need to see clearly with your eyes when it comes to love. So some of us see the signs, we feel the signs, but we're like, no, because the chemistry is so good. And it's like, Becky, that fucking doesn't matter at times because you may be feeling that and the other person may be feeling a little bit of that, but not as much as you. And it sucks. It sucks. It's not pretty. A lot of us end up blocking this. It becomes something we like to call, actually, I don't know what it's called. I think a repressed emotion. I don't know, something like that. But it means it doesn't go anywhere. It means if that feeling, that emotion could talk, It's basically you're doing something like this. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to deal with you right now because you're too much pain to deal with and I don't want to deal with you. And you're just doing that. But it's like it's here in your body and then it's just going to pop the fuck up sometime in life when you least expect it. And you don't want to deal with that because when that pops up, it's usually a shit show because it's not just the one repressed emotion. It's a bunch just doing a fucking shit show of a fucking carnival. And then it's you've gone too far. So when they say love is blind, literally more so than others. Sometimes, we think too highly of these people who don't think too highly of us. Okay. So we're going to see how blind are you. Let's see. So that way we can get you the correct prescription. So we can lead you down the right way to your fucking Juno, which is the asteroid in the sky at the time you were born in your natal chart, is the energy that would work best based off of your beautiful personality, because you're a beautiful soul. And unfortunately, there are these other people we're going to meet in life that kind of bring out our worst side, but we allow it, okay? And it's like if we had just listened to these fucking red flags that we saw, like we literally saw them and we even touched them at times. We were just like, oh my God, it's velvet. Oh. And it's right there. And we're just looking at it. And we're like, should I? And it's like, no, you shouldn't. You fucking shouldn't. You should just turn the fuck around, but we don't. So, with that being said, we're going to do your reading. Love is blind. Because it's not really love. Okay. Pile 1, if this card resonates with you, just breathe. Pile 2, if this resonates with you, strengthening bonds. All right, so I shuffled, so I'm going to move ahead with pile 1. Let's see what prescription you need. What type of energy do you hold? What type of Venus energy do you hold, pile 1? Mars? Scorpio? 6. That could be anything. Maybe I should start doing the house placements. That would make more sense. It's probably what this is for, now that I just said that out loud. Okay, so you're going to have to hold that energy where you see fit. So the 6th house placement is all about health, routines, things like that. Virgo energy. Then we got Mars, action. Scorpio with love. Wait. That would be like drama, being drawn to drama. Liking the dark type of shit. You may not even realize, because that's how Scorpio energy pulls you the fuck in. Okay, so how blind are you, pile 1? How blind are you? Holy shit. Sorry. Ooh. I guess I'll get up. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Okay. Why do you keep looking at me like that? Oh, I already saw the card, so. All right, we got base chakra, compassion, comparing empathy, acceptance, gentleness with Mars and Scorpio. Success and isolation. in reverse. Okay, so let me show you these cards. How blind is your love? How blind is your love? How blind is your love? Sculpture, one of fire. Creative vision, blind. Artistic creation, the creator. Well, you're creating a picture. Okay. Do I want to pull another card? No. Okay, so just as women are afraid of receiving, men are afraid of giving. To extend himself in giving to others means to risk failure, correction, and disapproval. These consequences are most painful because deep inside his unconscious, he holds an incorrect belief that he is not good enough. This belief was formed and reinforced in childhood every time he thought he was expected to do better. When his accomplishments went unnoticed or were unappreciated, deep in his unconscious, he began forming the incorrect belief that he was not good enough. Just as women are afraid of receiving, men are afraid of giving. A man is particularly vulnerable to this incorrect belief. It generates within him the fear of failing. He wants to give, but is afraid he will fail, so he doesn't try. If his biggest fear is inadequacy, he naturally is going to avoid any unnecessary risks. Ironically, when a man really cares a lot, his fear of failure increases and he gives less. To avoid failure, he stops giving to the people he wants to give to the most. When a man is insecure, he may compensate by not caring about anybody except himself. His most automatic defensive response is to say, I don't care. For this reason, the Martians did not let themselves feel or care too much for others. By becoming successful and powerful, they finally realized that they were good enough and that they could succeed in giving. They then discovered the Venetians. Although they had always been good enough, the process of proving their power prepared them for the wisdom of self-esteem. Through becoming successful and then looking back, they realized that their every failure was necessary to achieve their later success. Every mistake had taught them a very important lesson necessary to achieve their goals. Thus, they realized they had always been good enough. Fuck yeah, of course. Duh. That's how it always works out. All right, so I feel like sadness and isolation is supposed to be straightforward, but it did that whole fucking drop on the floor and, did one of those. But, the vision will show, so I'm going to keep it the way I have. So, sadness and isolation. Okay, so all right, let's channel this. How blind. So it's like you're looking, I feel like you are looking for like what's inside a person. I see you opening up, but I also see you noticing what's under the person's clothes. So I feel like that's a message within itself. It's like you may truly have good intentions in the beginning with people, where it's like you really are looking for what's in a person. But then I think you get caught up in stuff that you shouldn't be getting caught up in. How blind? I guess, how blind is your love? I feel like I'm seeing the Pisces symbol. I'm definitely seeing like a boat trying to go to soother waters. Oh, you have karma with Venus. I see it. You're going towards. It's like it's like right under you. Like it's like you're in this boat and Saturn's right under you, and it's just like, here's its energy. I almost feel like it's this card. You see the sadness and isolation? So it would mean, if we're taking it, I'll go back in, but like we're saying you're not sad. You're not isolated. Yeah. So it's like you're in this boat, and then underwater, under Pisces, remember Pisces energy? It's almost like this is how you feel on the inside, but you hide it. So that would be shadow. That would be Saturn, and if you have Pisces in your chart, but shadow is the moon. It's like it's your shadowy trait to feel so deeply. So you isolate yourself. Or it's the act of isolating yourself because you felt so deeply. And that's your Saturn energy. You definitely have your moon. Check your moon. Your natal moon with Saturn. This is definitely a shadow, which I interpret as the moon. The water is your feelings. Okay, let's see what this is. Like you run, like, okay, so you either run, excuse me. You either run from your feelings or you don't express your feelings. It's one or the other. But this is because of Saturn. Like you're not good at it. There Saturn is, just waiting for us, okay? Ugh, it's like orbiting around. You could just go. It's orbiting around your head. So you get in your head about your feelings. You get in your head about your feelings. Oh, okay. So it's like, Oh, that's why. You kind of sort of share your feelings. Like you're wearing sunglasses. And anytime sunglasses makes an appearance, they usually stay on. If the sunglasses comes off, it goes on to another sunglasses. So it's like sunglasses off. There's already another pair. So it's like a secret behind another secret. And it's like it never fucking ends. It's really annoying. But this time it's like you take off the sunglasses. And I'm like waiting for him, like, when did the sunglasses come back on? But they don't come back on. And then you put them back on. But there was a long pause, which makes me think you express them, but just like not deep. Either just something goes wrong when you express them. You're either not expressing them the way you accurately feel, yeah, no, this is definitely it. So look at the image right here. It's like, it's very surface level. It's like, this is what you're showing, but this is what you're feeling. But you cover it up. Okay, what's this about? Caring, empathy, acceptance, gentleness. Wait, hold on. You get to this point because of you looking for something that's real. And then like you end up what the energy I'm picking up on is surface. It's like you may be saying you want this, but then you don't, which is kind of like Scorpio. I don't want to say Scorpio energy because Scorpios, they're lovers, but there's also this other part to Scorpio where it's like getting caught up in shit that's kind of stupid, and it's like it just backfires, and then it's always like this repetitive thing where it's just like you're at it again. That's that Scorpio energy. Like it's like attracted to drama and bullshit and finding these weird things and experiences, and it's like, how can you say you want this if you keep going back to this? Are you blind when it comes to love? Oh, sorry. I feel like you're looking for someone to lead the way. I'm seeing you as a small turtle. I'm seeing somebody as a big turtle. Like I feel like you're looking for this nurturing energy. Like you're looking for this. This is what you're looking for. Like a lot. Like you're looking for it big. But you have it. You have the parts to make it come together. You have all this water to make this flower grow. Okay. Base chakra, root chakra, firm foundation. How blind is your love? Dun, 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 dun. So what I'm picking up on is number one, back and forth energy. So when you have that, it confuses the universe. But it's like you want you want to build a home with someone, but yet you're hiding behind like your boundary, so nobody can get to you, so nobody can get in, but yet you're still looking. So it's like you could be doing this subconsciously. It's like you're not allowing people in order to build with you. Let me see. Sorry. Yeah, it's the same like vision again, but a different scene. You keep hiding behind like a wall. Like it's always, you can see them, but they can't see you. You can't do anything with that. You just can't. It's scary putting yourself out there. I know that means this could happen. And I'm going to assume if you're like this type of energy, it means this has happened. But it's like, if you know what you want, I see you seeing what you want. It's like, that's half the battle with manifestation. So it's like, okay, you got to let the universe do its thing, but it's like you're kind of being like the cock blocker, right? You're being the cock blocker. It's like, you're like, universe, this is what I want. I'm going to trust you to do your thing. And then it's like, they're like, I got you. You watch this. Let me show you what magic's all about. And then you're like, okay, cool. And then you're like, I know I said I wanted it, but like, what about if this person hurts me? You know what I mean? Like, there's a heart in here. And like, I'm not really showing it too much, just like little bits at a time, but I have a heart, okay? And like, I know I want to build this home. I know I want this person's love, but like, I can't open up. You know, like that's your energy. And it's like, the universe is like, yeah, sure. So we're just going to like ignore your request for now. And like, when you figure out what it is you actually want, come back to us. And it's like, because you have, the giving and the receiving and the blocking, it's like, someone can't be like, here's your chest, here's your heart, knock, knock, knock. Hey, you there? 'Cause I'm here waiting for you. So like, are we going to have a good time? And you're just like, I'm scared, you know, like that, then you're not ready. Sculpture, creative vision, artistic creation, the creator. I see someone with emotions. I see someone with intelligence. I see someone with tons of light who's been hurt. And there it is, number 8. So yeah, you have and maybe still are feeling karma. It means maybe you aren't learning from your lessons. Maybe you keep blocking people out. And that's what happens when you do this. How are people supposed to know that they connect to you when you're not showing this? Do you see the difference of energy? If you show this, someone's gonna be like, oh, I want in. But then if you just show this, it's like, ooh, I'm good. you know what I mean? It's like, you have to think of yourself, like, who are you selling? You know what I mean? And I'm only wording it like that because to give you a better idea. This is how I learn. I learn from that Neptune energy. I need the imagery. I need examples. I need to do it myself in order to learn. So maybe that'll help you better understand, because something's not being understood here. You can't get... So love is blind to you in the sense that you may be wondering, why aren't I receiving? Why aren't I receiving? It's because you're not giving. You're not showing who you really are. Maybe you've been raised to believe that this is weak. This is not weak. This is not weak at all. This takes strength. Are you kidding me? The same reason that you're not letting people in is for that same exact reason, because they think that that's what strength is. And it's like, no, it takes actual real strength to let somebody in. Like that takes balls, you know? That's like, you know, it's so funny. So I look at it like this. So there's so many people I know that have been cheated on, fucked over, and they bring that energy. They bring the energy in like they never trust anyone. They just don't. And they're like, yeah, this person's probably going to fucking cheat on me or whatever. Like, I don't trust this person. This person's a player, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you can't do that. That is, it's the best way I can give it to you is like, it's this. This is energy. Here. You're bringing that in with you on that date. That's what you're doing. So the energy you're holding is... You're basically asking people to show me yours. And they're like, okay. And you're like, okay, cool. And they're like, well, hold up. You know, like, what are people supposed to do with that? They're not going to be like, this is the one. You know, like it's literally that giving, receiving energy. It is Six of Pentacles. It's supposed to be balanced. This isn't balanced. This is somebody who knows what they want, sees it and manifests it, but can't actually put it together like the magician. And that's because you're blocking your own blessings. You're hiding a part of who you are out of fear. You can't do that. Just don't let shitty people in. You may be thinking, easy for you to say. No, it's not easy. It's really fucking hard. What we're talking about is hard. I'm talking in a lighthearted way, you know, but like, it's hard, yeah, but you have to let people in, and then you have to be able to, you know, judge them based off of their actions. Do their words line up to their actions? Do they line up to whatever it is you know you want? Sounds like you know what you want. Can you not? So anyway. Okay, so we'll read one more page, and that'll be that. I want more romance. Translated into Mardian means sweetheart. You have been working so hard lately. Let's take some time out for ourselves. I love it when we can relax and be alone without the kids around and no work pressures. You are so romantic. Would you surprise me with flowers sometime soon and take me out on a date? I love being romanced. Without this translation, when a woman says, I want more romance, a man may hear, you don't satisfy me anymore. I am not turned on to you. Your romantic skills are definitely inadequate. You have never really fulfilled me. I wish you were more like other men I have been with. After using this dictionary for a few years, a man doesn't need to pick it up each time he feels blamed or criticized. He begins to understand the way women think and feel. He learns that these kinds of dramatic phrases are not to be taken literally. They are just the way women express feeling more fully. That's the way it was done on Venus, and people from Mars need to remember that. Speaking different languages. When Martians do not talk, one of the big challenges for men is correctly to interpret and support a woman when she is talking about her feelings. The biggest challenge for women is correctly to interpret and support a man when he isn't talking. Silence is most easily misinterpreted by women. The biggest challenge for a woman is correctly to interpret and support a man when he isn't talking. Okay, so that's what I got for you. I feel like looking at these cards again, I feel like there's a big message that's like, you can get this. You can get this. You even see it, and you're seeing it for a reason. But it's like this needs to be fixed. This needs to be worked on. I think that's your blind spot that maybe you're not aware of, or maybe you kind of sort of are, but you don't think it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Okay. All right. I'm wishing you so much luck on your Venetian journey. It just sounds wrong, Venetian. Are you a Venetian, Kylo? What'd you say? You heard me, Kylo. I see you too. Oh, shit. Okay. Shuffle. Every day I'm shuffling. Why do people looking at me like that? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, there's a whole other part to that deck. Whoopsie daisies. Whoopsie daisies, Kylo. Kylo. Go get me a water, please. Ah, that would have been amazing. Right when I said that he got up, I was like, oh my God. Venetian. Okay. I don't know why I said that. I'm not ready. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Let's do it. Hi, Kylo. All right. Hi, pile 2. Okay, so let's see how blind is your love. Capricorn, 7, moon. Okay. Take what you will with that. How blind is your love? How blind is your love? self-expression, exchange, sharing, connection, communication. I feel like it was reversed because I did that. So it came out like that. So I should have done that. Okay, so communication, reverse. Ooh. Faith in reverse. Hope, support, miracles, spirituality. Yikes. Me. One card. Pile 2. Ursa Minor. Identity. Essential nature. Awareness. Awareness. Okay, whoa. Clarity of belief. Okay, so you can see. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so let's channel this. We got faith and communication in reverse. Yikes. 6 of air. Identity, essential nature, awareness, clarity of belief, straightforward. So you know what's up. Okay. How blind is your love? Oh, wait. Let me start. He says, look, I'm fine. Now leave me alone. She says, how can you treat me like this? You never talk to me anymore. How am I supposed to know what you are feeling? You don't love me. I feel so rejected by you. At this point, he loses control and begins saying things that he will regret later. His dragon comes out and burns her. When Mardians do talk, women get burned not only when they unknowingly invade a man's introspective time, but also when they misinterpret his expressions, which are generally warnings that he is either in his cave or on his way to the cave. When asked, what's the matter? A Mardian will say something brief like, it's nothing, or I am okay. These brief signals are generally the only way a Venusian, I don't know, knows to give him space to work out his feelings alone. Instead of saying, I am upset and I need some time to be alone. Oh, that was the guy. Sorry, fuck. Instead of saying, I am upset and I need some time to be alone, men just become quiet. In the following chart, 6 commonly expressed abbreviated warning signals are listed, as well as how a woman might unknowingly respond in an intrusive and unsupportive manner. 6 common abbreviated warning signals. Ooh, you got 6 air. When a woman asks, what's the matter? A man says, I'm okay, or it's okay. A woman may respond, I know something's wrong. What is it? I am so enjoying this. A man says, I'm fine, or it's fine. A woman may respond, but you seem upset. Let's talk. A man says, it's nothing. A woman may respond, I want to help. I know something is bothering you. What is it? A man says, it's all right, or I'm all right. She says, are you sure? I am happy to help you. He says, it's no big deal. She says, but something is upsetting you. I think we should talk. He says, it's no problem. She goes, but it is a problem. I could help. When a man makes one of the above abbreviated comments, he generally wants silent acceptance or space. At times like this, to avoid misinterpretation and unnecessary panic, the Venusians consulted their Mardian Venetian phrase dictionary. Without this assistance, women misinterpret these abbreviated expressions. Women need to know that when a man says, I am okay, it is an abbreviated version of what he really means, which is, I am okay because I can deal with this alone. I do not need any help. Please support me. Please support me by not worrying about me. Trust that I can deal with it all by myself. Without this translation, when he is upset and says, I am okay, it sounds to her as if he is denying his feelings or problems. She then attempts to help him by asking questions or talking about what she thinks the problem is. She does not know that he is speaking an abbreviated language. The following, we're not going back into that. We've said enough. Okay. Okay, so let's channel this. How blind is your love? I'm seeing an empty chair. I'm seeing 2 empty chairs. It's really bright, but cloudy. I'm seeing something that's symbolic of a dog, so loyalty, trust, but something about decisions, choices. These have to be made. Movements, like a movement has to happen. And this is where the blockage begins. Okay. So it's like 2 empty chairs. I almost feel like it's symbolic of like needing needing to know where you stand with someone. So it's like you may be somebody who, when you're talking to someone, it's like if they're not making it clear where you stand, it's like there needs to be a move on this. Except I didn't see you expressing this. And this is why communication is coming in reverse. And now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like faith is coming in reverse. I almost feel like it's you making a decision. It's almost as if like you already feel like you know the answer is no. It's not what you want. So it's like you make already a decision. It's like you make a call. It's like a decision needs to be made. A choice needs to be made. And this is where like the blockage begins. Sorry. So I see you, it's like it comes to this point with you because you're intuitively getting these hits where it's like you and these people, it's like not balanced. Like it's almost as if like you could be giving too much, or maybe like you could be sharing too much and they're sharing not enough, or you could just intuitively feel like they're only maybe using you. It's like it's like you act out because it's like you have to be loyal to yourself. I almost feel like that's why you came through as a dog. It's like you have to trust and be loyal to yourself because it's like you don't have hope in these relationships. So therefore it's almost as if, like, since you don't have the hope, it's like, why would you even bother expressing yourself? Like, there's no point. So it's like you kind of just leave. Identity, essential nature, awareness. Yeah. Oh yeah, 6 of air. 6 of swords. Going to soother waters. Okay, let's see the next one. Clarity of belief. I feel like I'm seeing a shark. Like, at first it was an airplane, and then it turned into a shark in the sky. And it's like it has a ring on the tip of its tongue, and then it swallows it. So I almost feel like it's like it's like clarity of belief is what was showing me that. So it's like these people may speak of words of commitment, kind of like leading you on, but then they just go. They go out of like, so it's like they were in an airplane and then they turned into a shark. So it's like you were right on what you were sensing. It's like you called them out, and it turned out, it's like, you know, when I think of an airplane, I think, you know, at least I'm going to say in the vision, because I have my personal hang up about airplanes. I hate airplanes. But in the vision, it was smooth. Like, it was just smooth in the sky. And then it turned into a shark. It's almost as if, like, symbolic of what was on the inside of this person. Like a scam, you know? Like, you got scammed. Like, maybe like these people make themselves seem like a fucking smooth airplane, but it's like you already knew that they were kind of just like just saying whatever just to get you, right? Because a shark is just out for theirs. A shark is just attacking, eating, just doing shark-like shit, right? Like, I don't think it even had, it's got fucking pupils for eyes, right? Like, just black on black, like, so it's like, it's very deceitful. It's like you talk to people who show you one face and hide the other. And it's like you pick up on this. And you're blind in one sense because it's like you want to believe in their words. I feel like the ring was coming through for a reason. You see that? It's like you're seeing who they really are. And it's ugly. So when I think of shark, I think of ego. So it's like, you could also do these things where it's like you intuitively know, and you either, So communication is coming in reverse. So you either do one of two things. You either express this, like you call them out on their bullshit, or you don't express anything at all. So therefore, that could inflate one's ego, right? It's a smooth fucking airplane turning into a fucking shark. So it's like an ego was bruised here. People don't like to be called out on their shit. But people shouldn't do shitty shits. All right. Without an understanding of how they are turning men off with unsolicited advice and criticism, many women feel powerless to get what they need and want from a man. Nancy was frustrated in her relationships. She said, I still don't know how to approach a man with criticism and advice. What if his table manners are atrocious and he dresses really, really badly? What if he's a nice guy, but you see he's got a pattern of behaving with people in a way that makes him look like a jerk and it's causing him trouble in relationships with others? What should I do? No matter how I tell him, he gets angry or defensive or just ignores me. Yes, this is confirming that the ego. No matter how I tell him, he gets angry or defensive or just ignores me. The answer is that she should definitely not offer criticism or advice unless he asks. Instead, she should try giving him loving acceptance. This is what he needs, not lectures. As he begins to feel her acceptance, he will be... Bullshit. We'll move on. Speaking different languages. Of course she had felt rejected. Her parents were divorced. Like her parents, she also had denied their painful feelings. In an age when divorce is so common, it is even more important than that men be sensitive to giving reassurance. Just as men can support women by making little changes, women need to do the same. A man commonly feels attacked and blamed by a woman's feelings, especially when she is upset and talks about problems, because he doesn't understand how we are different. He doesn't readily relate to her need to talk about all of her feelings. He mistakenly assumes she is telling him about her feelings because she thinks he is somehow responsible or to be blamed. Because she is upset and she is talking to him, he assumes she is upset with him. When she complains, he hears blame. Many men don't understand the Venetian need to share upset feelings with the people they love. With practice and an awareness of our differences, women can learn how to express their feelings without having them sound like blaming. To reassure a man that he is not being blamed, when a woman expresses her feelings, she could pause after a few minutes of sharing and tell him how much she appreciates him for listening. She could say some of the following comments. I'm sure glad I can talk about it. It sure feels good to talk about it. I'm feeling so relieved that I could talk about this. Okay. All right. So it's very similar to the first page that I was like, fuck this. So there's definitely a message within that for sure that you're meant to hear. However, my personal message, and you could take it or leave it, you know, it's either your energy or it's not, it either resonates or it doesn't, would be that if somebody is that so easily, if their ego is so easy to taint, to touch like that, then it's not worth it to begin with. You're talking to a child. That's not an adult. Why would you want to be talking to a fucking shark? That's an ego. That's a selfish person who only cares about how you just made them feel. And they're not thinking about what happened to get you to that position of picking up on something and calling them out on it. You see what I'm trying to say? So where are you blind with love? The fact that you're not communicating the bullshit that you're seeing when it's happening. And then you're dealing possibly with narcissistic people who don't handle it well and are just like, well, fuck that shit. And then they get angry by it. So that means they weren't there for you anyway. You see what I'm trying to say? Somebody who actually cares about you is going to want to have a conversation about it. They're going to want to try to understand why you got upset or why you left or why you, I don't know, whatever, lacking in communication. They're not just going to turn into a fucking shark. And the fact that the shark had the ring on the tip of the finger, it's like, and then they swallowed it. What is that? And it's the shark part. So it's like, there's something about commitment that was being led on that you saw, and it's like the person got called out on it, something like that. And it's like, they didn't like that. Well, that's child's play. What are you going to do with that? But this is where you're blind. If somebody isn't making it clear where you stand in their life, or if you're not feeling like you hold a place in their life, it's because you don't. You're picking up on something. But people don't like to be called out on their shit. People don't like to own their shit. People don't like to take accountability. So I would work on trying to open up that throat chakra, speaking how the fuck you feel, and asking for clarity when there isn't clarity, when it's not being given to you. That's what I would do. I do want to say, though, that the moon is coming through. So moon energy could be affecting you with Venus. 7 could be maybe 7th house placement. And Capricorn energy. Okay. All right. So I hope that helps. I hope that gives you some clarity of belief. And I'm sending you love and light. Bye.